All across the Western world, a generation of wayward young women are running wild. Bad-tempered, bad-mannered, and badly behaved. Now, 8 of the worst offenders have been shipped across the globe to an old-fashioned English finishing school.
Get into bed now!
We take these girls and we break them.
You're a little piece of scum.
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 And 2 of them have already been expelled.
You're out.
Now something extraordinary is about to happen.
Oh, you look like a freaking lady.
This week, some terrifying visitors descend on Eggleston Hall. And while for some it's a school of hard knocks,
What is this, cement?
I wouldn't say no worries.
It's my pleasure.
No, just don't say anything.
some other tough nuts will begin to crack.
I've always been the one that's been strong for everyone else.
What a girl.
And at week's end, yet another girl must leave Eggleston Hall. There's an early start to week 3 at Eggleston Hall. And this morning, the girls are in for a surprise.
I feel, and I know Mrs. Schrager does, that the time has come here for drastic change.
This week's challenge is not to be underestimated.
We have real ladies coming to Eggleston Hall, and you are going to serve them afternoon tea.
Before these rough diamonds are fit for polite society, they'll need a polish. The principal has invited Mr. Carmichael, hairdresser to the royal family, to show the Ladettes how a lady does her hair.
The way it is, I mean, to me it looks, well, fairly tatty and cheap. I want to take this
wispiness,
nastiness away, please.
Mrs. Harwood is hoping that an external transformation will lead to real change within. But professional stripper Nicole Mitchell isn't ready for the royal treatment.
I just had to have a teary. All these challenges are nothing to this, man. I always said from the start, if I come here, I'm going home.
In this case, she's not always keen to impress ladies so much as gentlemen. So I was wondering if you could do something sort of shorter.
Nicole has a reason to hang on to her hair.
I'm just going to go home and get extensions.
Exactly, that's what you do.
The connection that I've got with my hair, which sounds stupid, but I love my hair.
Back home in Sydney, Nicole is a pole dancer. And her hair is part of her act. She came to Eggleston Hall to prove a point.
Some people say you can't be a stripper and a lady, but I'm here to prove them wrong.
But now Nicole's lustrous locks are being lopped off.
Honestly, if I get expelled this week after cutting my hair, I'm going to cut sick. I really will.
These girls are attention-seeking. And of course, we have to break them of that. By making them ladies, you draw attention to them, but for the right reasons. We have to try to help them to find themselves.
Oh my goodness, I like it now.
No, this is Nicole, Mrs. Keane.
How are you? I'm very good. How are you?
Mrs. Harwood has persuaded Nicole to let go of her locks. But is she ready to let go of her former life?
I've never met a stripper.
Oh, haven't you? Okay. We're all normal people too.
You're a brave girl.
Yes, I am. You've got to have really tough skin to do what I do. I mean, you can always go home and cry and let it out, but at work you've just got to keep professional. Like, I just grew up, like, in foster homes, always switching, like, foster families and stuff like that. And, I mean, some people were only looking after me for the money and things like that, so I wasn't treated, like, very well how I should have been. Honestly, if I was to sit down and tell you everything about my life, you'd probably be in tears.
Nicole.
Nicole's grim disclosure is more than even Mrs. Harbord had bargained for.
I just cannot think what that child has been through. I wish I could wave a magic wand and launch that little girl into a lovely life.
As the curlers come out, it's time for some happy revelations.
There you are, my darling. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Wicked.
And one Sydney stripper looks every inch a duchess.
Oh my God!
That's not short. That looks good.
It's short though, but I love it.
Oh, you look like a freaking lady.
I feel fabulous. I feel amazing.
Now it's time for the teachers to inspect their creations.
Wow, that's all I can say. Stunning or what? Do you feel different inside?
Yes.
Sarah, you look so different. Wonderful.
Thank you, Mrs. Schrager.
And your hair isn't that much shorter, yet the effect is good.
Yes.
I must say I'm very proud of them.
So am I.
Now they look the part, the girls are going to be allowed out in public. At the end of the week, they must successfully negotiate the most treacherous of social occasions: afternoon tea. Coming up, the girls visit the last bastion of the lady, the tea room,
What are you doing?
but are soon back on more familiar ground. In 2 days' time, the girls will be taking tea with the eligible bachelors' eminent mothers. And they'll be swimming with sharks.
Make no mistake, these women will be judging these girls as to whether or not they would be appropriate as future wives for their sons.
I've never had tea before. This is my first time.
Yeah, me too. I don't like tea.
At Betty's tea rooms, etiquette teacher Mrs. Brewer assesses their chances. It's not a pretty sight. For a lady, an incomplete understanding of the etiquette of tea can be ruinous. But for Skye, it's just another chance to play the class clown.
What kind of occupation do you have back in Australia? I'm actually looking to change professions at the moment. So you're in between jobs? Where are you, son?
Since her arrival, Skye has drawn attention to herself for all the wrong reasons.
I am sick and tired of the teaching.
Her behaviour at social events has been little short of scandalous.
You are a menace to society.
Now she's offending Mrs. Brewer again.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to make it feel awkward because that's how the lady's going to make
Well,
her feel.
right, yes, but you're making a laugh at the moment, so let's keep this serious because I have to tell you something. You're going to have a problem. You really are.
Sorry, I'm trying.
The tea ritual has a complex social language all of its own, as Mrs. Brewer now demonstrates.
You all got your table napkins on your lap? Would you all like now to pour your tea and I'll just watch you? Always put the milk in afterwards. How do you hold your teacup? I do not want to see a little pinky in the air. I mean, what was that? One thing you never ever do is speak with your mouth full. It's so vulgar.
There's much to learn before the challenge of hosting a tea for society mothers.
At the moment, I'm not convinced that these girls are going to be able to pass that test.
Back at the hall, Mrs. Harbord conducts a routine dorm inspection.
Wet towels on the top of good furniture.
She is not pleased with what she finds,
Dearie me.
but there's worse to come.
Oh, lovely.
Pornography.
Ugh.
In lessons, the Ladettes continue with their flippant attitude.
Now blow. It's not funny. We're not here to laugh. Right, let's do it again.
3 weeks in, and it looks like the teachers are getting nowhere.
So remember how you sewed those?
Cut it or pull it?
Cut it.
Relations between pupils and staff are beginning to fray.
Sky, I live in hopes that one day you might be in here and I don't have to speak your name more than about 5 times.
Hey, I'm doing pretty well, I think.
You don't speak to me like that.
Now Mrs. Harbord wants an explanation from the pin-up girl, Bianca.
I thought that they were actually really sexy and kind of showed a bit of my personality.
Punchy daughter of a hard-drinking Sydney Garbo, 23-year-old Bianca Stevens is a heavyweight ladette.
I am the goon monster. Loud, outgoing and stubborn. I will not give up without a fight.
And when this Wollongong office assistant isn't drinking, she's looking for trouble.
Well, subtlety is definitely not my middle name.
But now it's Mrs. Harbord who's got the gloves off.
I don't want to ever change really who I am. And I don't think that being a lady means that you should have to change your personality.
What does nudity do for your personality?
I thought it was done really tastefully.
Surely you have respect for yourself, which is where it all begins. And if you have that respect for yourself, then there is no reason to show this sort of photograph to anyone. Right. I think we will try and burn these now. And now is the time to go forward.
Yes.
These girls, they have drawn attention to themselves, trying to become popular, and instead of that, they have actually had the reverse effect.
With progress at school stagnating, Mrs. Harbord decides it's time out for teachers and pupils alike. The girls could go to the theatre or catch a film. But they don't.
Excuse me. Can we pay separately? 2 for 1. 2 for 1.
And soon Ladette Zoe issues the rallying call.
It's my turn.
It seems Ladettes and ladies have very different ways of letting off steam. Luckily for the Ladettes, the teachers are too tired to notice their indecorous return. Coming up, Kristin gets a faceful of Mrs. Schrager.
Will you please stop laughing? Now!
And Sarah finds flower arranging a very personal challenge.
Flowers aren't happy to me. They're like, one's dead.
As dawn breaks at Eggleston Hall, the girls have yet to wake up to the ordeal that lies ahead.
Come in.
Tomorrow they'll meet and converse with real ladies. And that's not all.
You're going to be making a tea for these very distinguished ladies. You are going to have to make scones, cherry slices, tarts, meringue swans, pretty fancies, and sandwiches. You are going to have to make all of these tomorrow. Now, That is a lot of work. So the first thing you're going to have to do, I will tell you once, is start off with your Genoise cake. We're going to now put... No, I'm carrying on. I'm not stopping. I've got a lot to do tonight. Right, now, once we've done that, you're going to make 4 tarts. The most important thing about these tarts, it must be very, very fine indeed, so I can almost see through it. So you never do the base on fondant fancy. No, you don't do the base. I don't want the...
That's what you meant. You said
no.
go to the bottom.
You can go sort of... That's a mess.
There's still no sign the girls realise what's at stake.
You've got to get it together. Come on. You mustn't ever do it from there.
And Mrs. Strager is losing patience.
I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
Right. Will you please stop laughing? Now. I'm trying to help you here, and you are really getting on my wick. This is a challenge that I want you to do well at. And if you won't take this seriously, then why should I even bother and actually forget about it and say, get on with it?
The principal, Mrs. Harbord, also teaches flower arranging.
The name of it is Stephanandra, S-T-E-P-H.
But there's more to this lesson than leaves and Latin.
You want to see them being themselves, but you want to draw that better part out. And this is something that very often takes time. What do flowers mean to you girls?
Birthdays, Valentine's.
What about you, Sarah?
To me, they mean death, Mrs. Harbord, because when people die, you know, people give you flowers.
So it's comfort, remembrance, yes?
From the start of term, mine worker Sarah has built a wall around herself.
The lack of emotion is what hits me all the time with you.
Why don't you let your guard down a little bit? Stop being so tough.
I don't know. I think what they said is true. They're right. I put a wall up and I don't let people in. That's who I am.
Sarah, are you all right?
Now, at the sight of flowers, Sarah's wall comes tumbling down. 18 months ago, Sarah lost her only sister.
I really miss her. It really sucks. She was such a good person. Like, I've done so many fuck-ups in my life and I'm still here and she never did a thing wrong and she's not here. It's unfair. I think it's unfair. She's got 2 little kids that she left and I love them so much. I haven't really had time to deal with it. And it's just coming out now for some reason.
I thought it was snow, but it's not. We better go and look. Oh my god. Oh my gosh, it's snowing. Look at the grass. Oh, look at the grass. Oh my gosh, I'm going out there. Let's go to Boogany.
It's been a day of sadness and joy. And after the breakdowns comes a breakthrough.
Okay, what were the ones you don't assemble till last? You
Do the sandwiches last.
So cook square cake and icing takes 2 hours. Then very last, just put the sponges together and make sandwiches. Yeah.
Lights out now. You've got a big, big day tomorrow, and I really want you to do well, all of you.
Night.
All right, no, it's been a long day. Night, everybody.
Night.
Coming up, the Ladettes are in for a formidable reality check.
No, I don't give good marks for presentation.
I wouldn't say no worries.
It's my pleasure.
No, just don't say anything.
We failed miserably.
And learn that being a lady is no piece of cake.
They look like swans that have been crackles all their life.
The time has come for the girls to put into practice all they've learned this week. They've got to cook an impeccable English tea comprising scones, cakes, sandwiches and meringue swans.
This is the swan.
Then the girls will present themselves to the aristocratic mothers of the eligible bachelors.
I think I'm doing the swans really well. They're turning out a lot better than I tried yesterday, so...
I want to talk to the ladies about their sex life and find out what kind of tricks they had to do to marry a lord. Because, you know, it had to be some pretty special party trick. Oh my God! Look at this guy!
Now they're paying the price for their earlier frivolity.
I'm gonna have to make some more, but I don't know if we have enough stuff. Crack horse swan number 1, and this is crack horse swan number 2.
If things are bad for Sky,
Oh, fuck.
they're even worse for Sarah.
That's our third time for the cake. That's our third cake. Everything I touch just goes to crap, so...
Scones.
Okay, whatever you're doing, you need to stop now. Time is up. I want to see what you've done. What is that? It looks like a dog's dinner to me. Complete dog's dinner. You know those are terrible. You have to serve them. They bite into those, they're going to get their teeth broken. I can tell you straight off, that is not puff pastry. Well, it hasn't puffed at all, has it? I don't know what to say. We can't do anything else. Do you know what? You're just going to have to serve it as it is.
After the disaster in the kitchen, the girls have left no time to dress. And now the society mothers are arriving.
Sky, we're ready for you.
Just fixing my makeup.
Sky, come on. Where is Bianca?
How lovely to see you.
Lovely to see you.
While the ladies are kept waiting, Mrs. Brewer is forced to keep up appearances.
Come on, hurry up. These guests are waiting.
Time is ticking on, and the aristocratic mothers are expecting more than tea.
I'd look for somebody whose deportment and bearing and attitude in life is that of a lady.
Brains, beauty, looks and charm.
Somebody who's pleasant, relatively easygoing, but a good, strong character, because he certainly would need one.
Do you have my torture instruments?
Keeping the mothers waiting was a big mistake. But the first pair, Sky and Bianca, are about to make an even bigger one.
Do we cut the scones in half? Yes. Oh my God! What does the cucumber go on then? Just by itself? I think so, yeah. It doesn't say. Oh, I'm putting ham on with this cucumber. No, don't. Why? It was marks down, that's not right.
Their performance at tea will be crucial to the girls' weekly assessments. Nearby, the teachers are keeping a watchful eye on proceedings with the help of some modern equipment.
Right, girls, over to you.
Okay, so we've got some grey Earl tea.
You've got some what?
Grey Earl Grey tea.
Dearie me. Thank you.
No worries.
I wouldn't say no worries.
It's my pleasure.
No, just don't say anything.
Stop it, Bianca!
Trying to impress, you see. I'm very doubtful about Bianca.
Did you want milk or sugar?
A little milk, please.
Any danger of getting a fork or something?
They're just standing there like plonkers.
Did you two make these?
Yes. Yes.
But you sliced them, I noticed.
We did cut them this afternoon.
I see.
I never told them to slice a scone.
I've had a tiny bit of the cake, as you can see. A little bit dry.
Yes, too much of them.
Really apologise. I am so sorry.
Presumably you haven't done much of this before.
I've never actually cooked something from scratch before.
How old are you?
I'm 21 years old.
21 and you've never cooked before?
Presentation. Yes. This clotted cream
I
here.
just noticed
No, I don't give good marks for presentation.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, girls. Presentation dismal.
I agree. 0 marks.
Next into the firing line, Nicole and Kristin.
Here we go. Right.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Nicole and Kristen, come along in.
Would you like a cup of tea?
Yes, thank you very much.
And how do you have yours?
Oh, with just a little bit of milk, please. Have you burnt yourself?
Oh, God. This is terrible.
Are you okay? Is that okay?
Are you sure?
No. Go and put some cold water on you. Go on. Go.
Okay, thank you.
Sorry.
Cold water.
Press on. We have not got all day.
This is bloody believable.
You okay? Yes. What is the most important thing you've learnt so far from being here?
The most important thing would probably be my etiquette and deportation and...
Deportation?
Rosemary. Deportment, sorry.
And do you have a job in Australia?
I don't know if a stripper rings any bells.
Stripper?
Yes.
Oh, no, you don't need to say that. Nicole, don't.
If my daughter was a stripper, I would call that dubious. Not too keen on it. Wouldn't
Okay.
be terribly thrilled that my future daughter-in-law had been a stripper.
Yes.
Nicole should have brought this conversation
To an
away.
end. She should have actually
from-
said, would you like some food now?
I'm so happy that's over.
Last to face the fearsome mothers are Zoe and Sarah.
What would you like with your tea? Would you...
Lady Colin.
Lady Colin? Sorry? Lady Colleen? Okay, sure.
Oh, just stop it.
What would you like, Mrs.
Lady Edmonstone.
Lady Edmonstone? And for you, Mrs. Sweeting?
Yes, please.
Yes?
Tea with milk.
Tea with milk? Not a problem.
Look, pass all the stuff around. Come on.
Would anybody like to try our scone?
What is this, cement? They are disgraceful.
We've got these funny meringues again.
Do you know what? This is making me really angry, Jill. Nothing is happening. Absolutely nothing.
What do you think is going to be the most powerful lesson that you've learnt here that you're going to bring back with you to Australia, to your family?
For me, the biggest challenge is wearing a dress, to be quite honest.
Wearing a frock?
Yes.
No, I'm
obviously just not ready to be brought out in public yet.
No, nothing.
The tea party has been an unmitigated disaster. The teachers are left to try and save face,
I actually found it very stressful.
while the girls clear up in the kitchen and console themselves with a raid on the wine cellar. But tomorrow, they'll face the music. At Eggleston Hall, the 6 remaining Ladettes are about to face the staff and be held to account for their performance at the tea party. And by the end of the day, one of them will be packing her bags and heading home. Her car already awaits. First to face the panel is Sky. Her approach to afternoon tea lacked commitment.
What are you doing?
She saved her enthusiasm for more frivolous activities. But it was at the tea party that she made her most shameful blunder.
Do we cut the scones in half?
But you sliced them, I noticed.
We just cut them this afternoon.
I see.
In your opinion, you thought you did well?
Yes.
It shows how ignorant you are.
You cut the scones. Who told you to cut the scones?
I said you never, ever cut the scones.
And then you produced little pats of butter in gold paper. I mean, what was that all about? You're not using your head again. How many times am I going to say to you, you don't think, Sky? That is your problem. You don't think.
Why are you crying?
I'm not.
Yes, you are.
Do you want to be here?
Obviously, yes. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here wanting to change myself. I'd just be still at home, having fun, being an idiot, making a fool of myself, and I don't like it. Honestly, I just fucking hate sitting there and just being hammered like fucking this sluts. Can I please have a lighter?
When she arrived, Kristin was hidden behind a mask. In her makeover this week, she surprised even herself.
That colour is beautiful on you.
But has there been a change within?
You're annoying me.
And has she tried Mrs. Schrager's patience once too often?
If you won't take this seriously, then why should I even bother and actually forget about it? Say, get on with it. I was angry. I had a very short time to tell you how to make the tea, and you were just mucking about.
I tend to laugh, I don't know why, but I think it just makes me feel a little bit better, or just to not make myself so scared.
When you arrived here, you looked like a rat bag. And I'm now looking at a presentable young woman. Your hair really does you justice. But there is this problem that I've lost the personality. Where are you?
We've got such a short time to make you into ladies that we have to be really tough, but you have to be tough on yourself. And if we don't see that personality, which seems to have just completely disappeared, it doesn't work.
I really want to be here and I really want to learn whatever is ahead.
You may go.
Nicole started the week in a rebellious mood,
Yeah, I always said from the start, if I come here, I'm going home.
but then opened up with a graphic disclosure.
If I was to sit down and tell you everything about my life, you'd probably be in tears. God.
But at the tea party, Nicole's past caught up with her again.
I don't know if a stripper rings any bells.
Stripper?
Yes.
They were just sitting there thinking, heavens, what is this person we've got in front of us?
I was just really nervous and I was just...
I don't want to hear.
What you should have done was diverted the subject and say, well, I'm now moving on. Would you like some tea?
You are continually too loud. You speak too fast. You know, the guests sometimes couldn't understand what you were saying. You've got to try and develop a quiet charm. At the moment, it's all too boisterous.
We know you've had a tough world. It's time to move on.
I've got no problem moving on.
Okay.
I want to move on.
This week, Sarah allowed herself to look like a lady.
You look so different. It's wonderful.
Thank you, Mrs. Schrager.
Then her defences came down, and she revealed a personal tragedy.
I've always been the one that's been strong for everyone else, and it's just coming out now for some reason.
Come in, Sarah, and shut the door as you come through. Thank you.
But will she stay the course?
I'm worried about you. There is an awful long way to go. And I don't know if you've got the will or the actual strength to get through it.
It's going to take huge courage dealing with all your sadness as well as giving 100% to your work.
My observation of you is that you set yourself apart. This is a team here. We're working as a team.
Do you want to be here?
Yes, I do. This week has been a very emotional week for myself. The biggest thing that I've learnt is that it's okay to show how I'm feeling, and I feel as though that's a massive achievement.
We have Bianca next.
Bianca was always going to be an unlikely hostess at a tea party.
No worries.
I wouldn't say no worries.
It's my pleasure.
No, just don't say anything.
And the ladies gave her the thumbs down.
I found Bianca quite dominant conversationally. She slightly hogged the limelight, and part of being a lady is to share that limelight.
Now the teachers have doubts of their own.
Bianca, can I say that you seem to be here to win, not to change? What have you got to say?
That's not right at all.
You seem very, very happy with yourself.
Not at all. I was trying to stay confident and think that I was, a good person and all that sort of thing. And I still am a good person. But,
Are you?
But this week I've realised that I'm not as good as I thought that I was. And
well, at last we have perhaps a breakthrough.
I know, and...
You know.
You
see? Straight away, you know. You know everything. Well, I've got news for you. You don't.
Zoe's kept her head down this week,
I think I'm doing this ones really well.
but her drunken cavorting earlier has not been forgotten. And at the tea party, she failed to impress.
What would you like, Mrs.
Lady Edmonstone.
Lady Edmonstone?
I've actually only got one word to say to you, Zoe, and that is la-di-da-di-bloody-da. All the time, this voice. I want a normal voice.
Okay. A normal voice.
Are you capable of trying hard?
Yes.
Well, I haven't seen it so far.
I thought I held myself very well, and...
It's not what you think, it's how you conduct yourself and how other people see you. I'm being serious here.
I understand.
What are we doing here? What are we doing? Is it worth bothering with you?
Yes, it is, because I do want to try harder, and I have been trying very hard this week. I have been thinking about whether or not I should just stop drinking altogether, because I have such a problem with it.
And what is the conclusion?
I should stop drinking.
Right, so we've got that on record. 3 ladies have heard it, so you will stop drinking.
The assessments are over. Now the staff must reach a decision.
We've got to the halfway point, and to all appearances, they are transformed. But of course they're not.
Well, none of them are there yet.
The assessments are over, and now the girls will hear their fate.
Decision time for you girls. Zoe. Here we are again. This is very serious indeed. You continue to abuse all the chances we give you. Kristen. Your lights have gone out. There does not appear to be anyone at home. In the last week, you have taken a step backwards. But it is our mission here at Eggleston Hall to help people with their journey forward. Bianca. I hope when I speak to you, you will not answer back. Your performance in the assessments convinces us that you have reached the end of your journey.
That's fine. I do want to say it is a shame, though, that you can't see me for who I am, all of you, because you really don't know me at all.
Bianca, will you please now go and pack? And you've got about 20 minutes to come downstairs and the taxi will be waiting for you.
Yep. See you guys. I think I've done probably too well. Like, I'm too confident, I'm too positive, I pick things up really quickly. I did well in that task, I know I did. Like, yeah, we stuffed up the food was shit. But I was confident speaking with them and I thought that the whole thing went really well. They're fuckwits, the teachers.
I think Bianca will make us remember her in not the most favourable way.
I don't agree with you. I think, let's see who's right here. I think she's going to say goodbye, but I don't think she'll make an exhibition of herself. I'd be surprised if she does.
Well, this is the first bet. I don't mind losing.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'll make the tea next time.
All right.
Because I look normal. I'm so sorry. Group hug.
Okay, well, that's not too bad so far.
I wouldn't say a word until we see her pulling away in that car.
All right, you let it on the flag.
Yeah! See you, babe. Take care. We'll see you soon. Love you. See ya.
Yeah, you owe me a cup of tea.
I do, I admit.
You owe me a cup of tea.
Oh, what's she sticking her tongue out for?
No, she didn't.
She did.
Well, then I owe you a cup of tea.
I can't believe it's 5 now. Look how little we are. It's like, who's missing? Woo!
Next time, the girls face their hardest culinary challenge to date.
It's a bird within a bird within a bird within a bird within a bird.
While Child Sky is made an unlikely school prefect.
I'm not just going to turn around and respect her when she's disrespected me the whole time just because she's wearing this little thing and thinks she deserves it. She doesn't.
And whilst one girl has a breakthrough,
you really can be anybody that you want to be.
Another is sent packing back to Australia.
You are vicious. That's a side that I would never, ever want to see again.
Are you an Aussie Ladette and want to turn your life around? Are you ready for a stunning makeover at an English finishing school? We'd love to hear from you. Go to our website now and register your interest for the next series of Aussie Ladette to Lady.